Well, here we are on episode 2 of the Little Tree Houses. So we did this one yesterday. I thought it turned out so cute. Okay. So I have done the bottom part of the next one and the tree. I haven't done the tree house though. So I thought we would work on this little tree house today and see how far we can go along. So on the bottom part, I've used, again, mineral orange. And now I am going to take, where is it? I'm looking, I've got pumpkin orange. Okay, that will work. So I went over everything with the mineral orange, all the wood, and now I'm just going to come in and just give us a highlight. Just trying to give it a little shading. These little guys are so much fun. So I'm not trying to go over all of it. I'm just trying to just highlight a little bit. Right around the edges. And maybe at the beginning. On these little sticks. Whoops. I just want to do the beginning and the end. I keep getting out of line. That's not good. They are pretty little. Okay, oh, and here too? Oh my goodness. Right in the beginnings. I think I need to sharpen my pencil before I do those little tiny ones. And I'm going to do the bottom. And the very top. Just let some of that whiteness show through there. Okay, we already did that one. And this one's pretty little too, but we're going to get it done. And we're right in the middle of this page, which is going to not be a whole lot of fun. It's going to be trying to color in the cracks of this book. This is when a spiral book would be nice. Let me sharpen it. I've been using this poor thing since yesterday. Oh, great. It doesn't happen very often, but it does happen. For as much as I color, I'm coloring in the morning. I normally color in the evening, but whenever I feel like a little anxiety or something, I just stop and color. Before I know it, it's all gone. And anymore, there's a lot of things going on. So what do? I color. Because it's the one thing I don't worry about being okay or turning out, or because whatever it happens, it happens. Whatever it turns out, it turns out. So today I'm coloring to let go and relax. We got this cute little squirrel, but we'll come back to him. Okay, and on my tree, I used, let me find it. Okay, here it is. I used dark green, and actually, I just colored it all in everywhere. The tree pretty much takes its own shape, but I think it turned out just fine. So, onward and upward. We'll come back to the bottom and do all of this, but I thought we would work on the house. So I'm putting my hand so I can see where the top and the bottom is. Okay. Our little stairs. I'm just going to use my pumpkin orange, which is one of my favorite colors. I got a little bit of something there. We got to erase that. I like our little blue and lavender house, and I like our little wood house down there. So what are we going to color this little house? So, whatever we want. So I'm thinking, here it is, carmine red, because it's more of a pink. Well, let's test it out a little bit. And it's not such a bright color. It will be kind of a blended in. Trying to keep my little houses more soft colors. I think that's the rule of the neighborhood. That you can't color your house a real bright color. You have to keep it in a good tone. So I like that color. I hope you do. I do. Okay. I was going to hurry up and get my dishes done up, and I put the water in the sink, and I guess I didn't put the plug in right. I went to get them done. There's not that many. And all the water drained out. So I thought, you know what? I'm going to color. Just taking my time and filling it all in. I had noticed on my little blue house, I don't know if it was dark or what, but I could not, there was places where I had to just go back over my little blue house and color it again on the blue part. So I think sometimes we do that. It looks good, but when we look at it again later, it wasn't so good. Okay, I'm deciding really what all I want to make this beautiful carmine red. And we'll color our little flag. Okay. Looks like this little house was a afterthought. A lot of build on. You can tell by its foundation. It was a DIY. Is that what they say? DIY? Just making sure I get all my little corners good. Looks fine. Okay, now this is not going to be fun. I should have picked a different little house. Not even sure how to get into that other side. But we'll try by tilting it. Let's see how that works. Going slow. Filling in all the little spots. Sometimes I find myself way too close to this page, and I have to sit back, and then I can see better. I don't know why I do that. I get real close. And I can see better if I sit back. I'm sure it's my glasses. All right, let me sharpen it. And let's see what we can do in this little. I got a lot of pencil junk on my pencil from my pencil sharpener. Let's see if we can get up here. Okay, and right there. Oh. I think we did it. I'm gonna have to get my little color chart out, because I'm not sure what would be the best color for this one. Usually I've got an idea, but I don't for this one. All right, so these are little slats, which are like that. Before we go any farther, let's get that color chart out. It's at the bottom of all my paint. Okay, I'm going to try this one first. This is a quilting chart. And actually, is G. All right, let's go with G. You turn your little wheel around to G. And then you look down here at the arrows. So I was thinking, okay, but that's all right. So then I look at the G, so I could do blue, this color blue. I can do this teal, which is close to the green, the lime green, or this kind of I don't think I like the yellow. Lime green might be okay. I'm almost tempted more towards a teal. Okay. So let's see what we got as far as a teal. So B. Boy, that's pretty darn close. What is this? Aquamarine. All right. Okay. Let's see what we can do with aquamarine. Let's try it right here. Now you can use your little color wheel too. The other little one that you use. I tried ordering my daughter one of these a few weeks ago, and maybe a month ago, and they wouldn't. They said no. They canceled the order, so I don't know if that means they don't have them, they're not going to have them. But it's a quilting color chart if you want to look on Amazon. Or you might find one in Johanna's. I really like that one. I haven't had it that long. And I think I like this color with this color. You can also look on Pinterest, and they've got a lot of good ideas of mixing colors that are really cool. I guess that's in a... I think I like that. Just trying to get this thing centered. There we go. Okay, I can see the bottom if I don't move it. We're doing pretty good. Okay. So now we know what other color we could make our door. And I think that's too much. So I'm going to color this one real heavy, and then I'm going to erase it. I like the lighter color underneath. Okay, and I think I needed to touch it up right there. And we can see what color, if we want to add a color over the top of that or not. Because, let's see, could go with, it says we could go with kind of a limey green. I don't want to go with a green. So what if we went with a, not sure I like that either, but let's try it. Well, don't think I like that either. Sometimes it all sticks together. So I think these doors, we'll just go ahead and make pink. Let's see if this is light aquamarine. Maybe that will work better. Okay, I think that looks a little bit better. Okay, so our little roof, I'm just seeing where it's more like that. Okay, so now I'm thinking about all the, well, let's try this. Let's see what the light aquamarine looks like. That'll be pretty. I like that. And then we could take our darker and just shade it up a little bit. Okay, I like that. Bring it down a little bit. I like that better. We'll go around that little window. And we'll go around these little windows. I have the darker one. I meant to use the lighter one, but we'll just do the opposite of what I was thinking. Lay that green down. So underneath here, we'll just use the lighter one. Like that. And I think we'll use the darker one on the roof. Again, another challenge. But we're up for it now. This is a pretty fancy little house. Let's see. It's actually supposed to kind of start warming up a little bit. We're almost the middle of June and it's cold. Couple mornings I threw something in the oven and baked it just to warm it up in here. Had a few apples that were needed to be something done with, so I made some little baked apples with some cranberries. The ones that are like raisins, the cran raisins, I guess they're called. And put some sugar and cinnamon on them with a little water in the bottom of the pan and covered them and baked them. And when they got all done, the house smelled good. And then I had some caramel, and I put the caramel, drizzled it over the top. Yeah, it was good, for sure. All right, so now what are we going to do? I'm thinking this is just, I don't know what it is. So rather than put so many layers, I'm just going to color it in. So far, we've been able to get back in there far enough where we're doing okay. So this window up here, let's use the light turquoise maybe on it. I guess it's a window, but it's got like little shades or something, or maybe it's just a little trim. I don't know, but that's what we're going to do with it. And so here we are. So we did the light on the wood, so let's go ahead and do this with the light turquoise. That's going to make it look real pretty with what we picked so far. All three of our little houses so far. And we're going to get to that little corner again. I'm trying to leave the teeniest bit of white. Not a lot, but I don't know if you can even see it, but this is the prettiest color, isn't it? All right, now we got to turn it sideways. And this, I was going to do something different. I got this sheet in there, and it's just falling out anyway. So we're gonna remove it. All right, now let's see if we can get down. I need to sharpen it. If I forget to clean off my pencil, it leaves little shavings. Because my pencil sharpener is a grinder, not a... So I'm just trying to get this very edge down in there. And then right here. But we can do this. Like that. Okay. Leaving that teeniest bit of white between theirs gives it a really different and I think I messed up. This other little wall, I think I must have used the darker. Because it's definitely not as pretty and light as this one is. And we may not be able to get it erased enough to make it this light. because I like this. A lot with this pink. All right, let me pull my pencil thing out and put a new one in, eraser. So I'm just going to put it in that hole, shove it back in there, and let's see what happens. Well, we might be able to. If that wax builds up and sticks to your paper, just keep going over it until it's gone. Okay. I don't think it'll be as pretty, but let's see. Not bad. A little bit darker, but it's okay. There's always a way to fix it usually if we're doing with our pencils. See if I can get all this off of here. I don't want to lose my colors in case. All right. I move it down till I can almost see the top, and then I know I'm in perfect frame. That's amazing. Okay. So I don't know about that one. I think we need to go dark with that one. Well, let's try doing dark on this. I'm still debating on my roof. And we can just give it a little bit of shading. I'm supposed to get new glasses, but they messed up, and now it's going to be another little bit. So if you wonder why my voice is changing, it's just allergies. Nothing is going on here. Okay. So I'm thinking about our roof. So what if we did the little outside of the shingles like that, and the inside pink? But I was maybe... I was thinking maybe a wooden roof would be better. I know I'm getting real bad about using my hand. I need to use my brush. I think sometimes I just plain forget. So what if... What do we got? Goldenrod. And then we took our pumpkin orange. Going to be darker right there because of that. I don't think I like the... That's better. Okay, so we're not going to use the goldenrod. I'm going to use orange mineral. And pumpkin orange. More like what we use in the trees. I guess these are little things to keep the house tied up. The construction of the house. I think in the overall look of this little house, the wood will add to the whole look of this, of all the tree houses. It'll just bring up So what was the first color we put down? Was kind of blue. It was, so I wonder. If shading with this and then going back over it. Yeah, that'll be good. So using the dark blue and then going back over it will help give us another dimension. I like that. I like that little roof. Going back over our blue. Okay, so that worked. I wonder what. Putting a little bit of the light blue in the corner of the roof. Just a little bit, darken it, and then just give it a little swoosh. Then we could come back over it. Just around the edge of it. Let's see. Well, it definitely gives a lot of dimension. All right, so I was going to use this slate gray for our little pipe. I'm going to go real light, coming down. Like that. And then I'm going to press going across these little fittings. Okay, that looks good. So I'm thinking doing our little, guess they have little fireplaces in these places. Maybe this would be a good color for these little corner posts for the roof. Okay, we could do the little pole. Maybe we could do the steps. They have little squirrels. I'm sitting right next to a window on my right side. And the little squirrels, there's a 6-foot fence. There's a pole, like an electric pole, and then there's, for some reason, they didn't take down the chain link. And I can see the little squirrels. I see shadows all the time of the little squirrels running past. Maybe we'll do the light blue in here. Just to lighten up this gray. And I'm not sure what this is supposed to be. So I think this is just a piece of the platform that this little house is sitting on. Kind of not do solid, but a little bit here and there. So let's do these little windows in the dark turquoise. Okay. I'm just looking around to see. I'm going to add some pink in the inside of whatever this is supposed to be. I like that. And I'm thinking, I still don't like that front door. So what if it's a light blue? Maybe that's better and maybe it's not. I don't know. And so let's do the dark blue around this trim here. Okay, so let's I'm gonna add just a little color before I go over it. This little roof. And I think we'll go with the orange mineral. Like that. And I think we'll do a couple bottles while we're up here. Let's do one. And pumpkin orange and one in the, what do we use the other one? Mineral orange. Maybe we'll do this one. Okay. So I'm going to take my Kelly green and go ahead and do my leaves. And I think our little flag needs just a little more color. Okay. And then I'm going to take, after looking into the light like that, it's hard to tell. Caribbean Sea. Let's do the little water drops. And just our little splashes. Like that. This is close enough to this. I'm going to highlight this little pipe a little bit on the one side. Okay. So now we just got to do the little roof. And I think wherever these have these little things, I'm going to do the darker blue on one side. So when we come in, we'll color it. Okay. So the other ones, let's do the lighter blue. Just a little bit on the very bottom. I think the airport, Stapleton Airport, has changed some of its flight patterns because I've never heard the planes so loud before. Usually by the time they get to my house, they're way up high, or you just barely hear them. All right, so now we use the, I always have to look at my orange mineral on the inside of these. And I think on the corners of these, I'm going to just add a little bit more. And then I'm going to go over it all with a darker. That'll give even more color to this little roof. Okay, so now I'm going to take my pumpkin orange and I'm going to go over whole roof. Boy, sometimes it takes me a while to finish a sentence, doesn't it? I'm sorry. Turn it sideways, see if I can get down in there. Okay. I like our little house. Don't use your hand. It's a bad habit to get into. All right, let's see. I got a few little things down here. I'm going to color the squirrel in the next one. Okay, so what color to make our little pot? Let's go with and bring down some of our color from our house. We have another little bird over there that's purple. But going to make this one blue. How's that? And his little skinny legs and his beak. Now let's do our little plants. We'll do Kelly green and chartreuse. So I'm just going to go ahead and do the ends in chartreuse. And then we can go ahead and do our Kelly green just kind of around all that, huh? Look like a variegated plant. That looks pretty good. Just do him in green. Okay. And maybe we'll use our true green on these little leaves. And we need a little brown for our trunk of our tree. Like that. And then we got some grass down here. I think we'll put some of our chartreuse at the very bottom. These next little houses are going to be cute too. I'm just going to do the tops. And we're almost done on this little tree house. That chartreuse turns out to be not chartreuse, that Charisma red is more like a little hot pink when you get it all done and you stand back and look at it. So I'm thinking I'm going to go over it with white. Just to tone it down. And I think I like that better. Oops, I did not want to go over my black windows. Like that. And that does soften that a lot. And it's okay to change your mind. It was just too harsh. For the look I was going for. And it's a good thing. That we can do this if we choose to. And I like that much better. I'm going to leave my little flag so I remember how bright it was. But I think it blends better with the overall little guys. And we just got one more thing to do. So let's come back down here. And we have these little balls. And I'm just going to make them yellow, I think. Like that. maybe we'll just add a little bit of the blue. Over the top. And it just makes it just a little bit. Okay, I think we're done. And I thank you all for watching. And later this afternoon, I will be working on the other tree houses. And we'll see what we get done. So, this is episode 2 of the tree houses. And let me just raise it up. We've got these little tree houses to finish. And this is what we've done so far. So if you like what we're doing, please give me a thumbs up. It helps my channel a lot. And if you haven't subscribed, please consider subscribing. I'm trying to put a lot of work into something that I enjoy, but it really helps in growing my channel. Now let me get it closer to you. Let's see if you can get a closer look. Because sometimes the colors just don't show up. And I don't know why. But you can see how pretty this is getting. So if nobody's told you that you're amazing and you're awesome and don't believe anything else but that, you have a good day. Thank you for watching.